my name is Jenna and welcome to my channel Divine Direction. In this video, we are going to be looking at the July messages for the sign of Capricorn. So Capricorn, I'm going to be honest, I filmed your video already. You were actually the first one that I chose to do because I usually film you last, just in the order. And I was like, you know what, I'm doing Capricorn first. And the message at the end was good, but I felt like I was taking too long to get there. And so I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to redo it. Okay, but I have a feeling that happened for a reason, and my guides are like, yeah, yes, it did. Partly, they were kind of, when I was thinking about it, they were playing that, that song. I think it's a Green Day song. It's been a long time since I've heard it, but that Nice Guys Finish Last song. So, I have a feeling that this is going to come up in the message. Now, I've been starting the readings with one oracle card that I pulled for kind of like an overall theme, and you received the journey card that says half the treasure is the journey on the path to finding it. So it's all about the journey, not the destination necessarily in that case. I feel sadness in your reading. There are a few cards that are talking about sadness, but I feel sadness myself. I kind of felt like part of me didn't want to do your reading. And that's nothing against you guys. That's just the energy that I'm feeling right now. And I think I felt that with another group as well, where it's like, this is something that I enjoy doing, but for some reason I just didn't feel like doing it. And part of the reason I feel is that some of you might be feeling, and this is how my guides termed it, broken and battle worn. Because we have the poverty card, and I'm not paying attention to that part, but he just looks like he's been through a lot. Absolutely a lot. And to me, he looks utterly exhausted. You also have the Ten of Swords. You have the recovery card come out, as well as the receive healing card. I feel drained right now. I do. So this could be something that you are feeling. There's also the Five of Wands, and I just feel like we've been feeling that we've been fighting for something or in battle, and that's why they said broken and battle worn. It's like we've been fighting something, whether it's ourselves, whether it's to be seen or to be heard, whether we feel that we have been going through this journey, battling our way, trying to get to the end of this healing journey or spiritual journey so that we can finally be at peace. I know exactly what this is. If you are feeling this way, so am I right now. I'm totally feeling this way. I feel that there's a lot going on, or that you feel that there's a lot going on. I don't want to, like, how do I want to put this? You have the clearing card, so it says clear the clutter, and it came out sideways. So to me, this is talking about the clutter in our head. The clutter in our head. There's lots going on. You also had the no card come out sideways. So to me, this is the way that I interpret cards that come out sideways is there's potential there. This one's hard though, because I feel that this no is like you feel that whatever is supposed to be coming to you or feel what you deserve is not coming to you. This came up in another reading. To me, this could be battling ourselves and our thoughts right now. So moving forward on our journey, maybe we feel that it's time to take the next step, but part of us is thinking, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Because even though you probably know or feel that you're ready, there's part of us that are saying, no, I'm not ready. I'm feeling this too. Because when I was looking at your cards, I wasn't getting all of the messages. I had so many different messages in my head, and that's how your first reading came out too. There were so many different messages, and I feel like that might be the mind clutter. We're trying to figure out something. To me, in my life, I kind of know what the next step is for me. I've talked about it in the other videos where I feel that the next step for me is maybe putting my services on Etsy. And I have been doing readings for people, but I know that I can do it, but at the same time I'm afraid because this is a bigger leap. It's scary. And what I've been getting with this summer for June, July, August, and they're showing me September and so on, what I'm getting is that we're not taking baby as small of steps. They want me to say, sorry. We're not taking as small of steps anymore because we're ready. So we're ready to move to the next step, and that one's a bigger leap and we're scared. They're also mucking up my communication, and it's not just for Mercury retrograde. You also have the throat chakra. What they were saying in your other reading, they kept messing up my speech as well, was basically, Jenna, I think this happened in the Scorpio reading too. Jenna, it doesn't matter if you mess up. In your case, I just did another video. In Scorpio's case, it wasn't as bad, so I just kept going. And they said, you know what, people might not even really notice that you were messing up your words. But also, really, what's the worst that could happen? And they said this with me going on Etsy with my readings. What's the worst that could happen, Jenna? You get a bad review. And all that we have been through, they're going to make me cry. All that we've all been through, especially this last year or so, we have that strength to be able to move forward and to hear those comments, to receive bad reviews, and to still keep going. Sometimes it might take a little longer than others to move forward from it. Taking a couple days just to recoup. Some of you might be feeling that you need to, or you might be doing that right now because right now I am feeling worn out, like even more so. So you might just need a break, honey. You need a break. I know I do. I thought today, you know what, it's June 10th right now. Today I'm going to film your video, and I might do another quick video, and then Everything is already uploaded and pre-scheduled for the month of June, and I need a break. And I enjoy what I'm doing, I do. But it's not that. It doesn't feel like that. It's the other stuff that's wearing us out. To me, what's been going on up here is it the right time for Etsy? Is it? Can I do it? I was so sure of myself that I could do it. And then when it came time closer, I thought, oh, I don't know, like, what if this is, people are paying for it, because I have had someone pay for my readings before, but usually I was giving them away for free, right? So there wasn't that much fear of fallback. I've never received any bad reviews from people, but for some reason, it's still up there. And the thing is, it's like, whatever it is that maybe we're hesitant about the steps being taken, I feel that we know that it's where we need to be, and even where we want to go, but it's still scary. And I feel that right now there's so much going on. I mean, it's the eclipse today, and they're like, that might be part of the reason why you're feeling drained, Jenna. Anything to do with the moon or anything like that, just, it wears me out. And it could be the same way with you. They're directing me to a feather on this card. And when I see a feather, it's usually them saying, lighten up, honey. You gotta lighten up. Sorry. This one hits a little closer to home. This battle, whatever it is, am I good enough? Did I do enough? Am I helping enough? You are enough. I don't know if you guys have been going through this too, but I've been working along my path, and I've been doing everything that I feel intuitively guided to do. I've been focusing on helping others, trying to stay balanced. The work that I'm doing, I know it within myself that I feel proud of myself for doing it. And that's not just like helping others. This is the deeper stuff. We have the dive card. The dive card. So to me, yeah, this is talking about deeper stuff. This is the healing ancestral wounds. This is healing our childhood wounds. And it's a lot of work, and it's hard, and we might not be seeing the rewards of it yet. I feel that you're feeling it, but there's still something weighing heavy on us. And so my guides have guided me to do YouTube. They've guided me to help others through readings and everything. And when I'm done, I feel proud of myself, but then it's like I want to hear feedback from them. And for the most part, the feedback that I receive is very minimal. It's just like, yeah, things resonated, great, thank you. And I mean, that should be good enough for me, right? But I was just like, this is so weird. Because in some of my videos, I receive like no views. And it's frustrating because I put out effort to do them, and I'm not like saying anything bad about people watching my videos, but this is an example, okay? Because I feel that in your life, some way, shape, or form, you are putting in the effort, honey. You are healing yourself. You are going along your journey, but you're not receiving that feedback that we need to know, hey, I'm doing okay, even though you're hearing it or feeling it within yourself. I'm saying this because we have the Three of Pentacles. What I've been learning and came to my attention the other day was I knew that my guides were things were being held back by them, the efforts that I've been putting out. Even me speaking to others, sometimes being ignored by them, and that's something within myself of my inner child healing. But this is about us not needing that exterior validation, right? And to me, it doesn't even feel like, that's what we needed, because I feel it. I feel it. I feel that you know that you're doing a good job. But in some way, okay, universe, where's the reward? But we're not receiving that external feedback because we had to go through this to be able to give ourselves that, right? Because even my guides, I used to think that my self-worth was based on how I looked and if men were attracted to me. And while I went on this journey, I used to be heavier, I lost weight. And even though I lost weight and I felt confident in myself for what I had done, I did not feel confident in my body as much as I wanted to because my body did not look the way that I thought it would. And I know my guides have tweaked things a little bit of how I see myself maybe. There's something there because I know that one day I'll have a double chin and the next day I don't. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. But I realized this week that they did this so that I wouldn't get my sense of confidence and happiness. They're saying confidence, Jenna. Confidence from the exterior. So this is our looks. This is other people giving us compliments. This had to happen within us. So if you're resonating with this, that's why this is happening. With the dive card, we had to go deeper than surface level. Because in this society, we have been taught that the surface is all that matters. Even though there's that saying, what's inside is the most important, right? But that's not really what we're shown, is it? If you're beautiful, if you have a lot of money, if you have a nice car, if you have a nice job, if you have a nice house, then you are deemed worthy. It's been very frustrating. No matter what your journey has been, I know it's been frustrating. It's been a lot of ups and downs. And when I was shuffling the cards, my Kipper deck, this is my fortune telling deck. This is the deck that I use to tell me like what for the most part, what good things are coming in. And I love to tell people what good things are coming in. But while I was shuffling, I thought nothing's going to come out. Nothing good is going to come out. One thing did. Well, a couple of cards did, but one thing in particular did. That feeling that whatever gifts the universe is supposed to be giving us, or that we feel that we deserve to be given, whether that's financially, whether that's us meeting people, friends, or a romantic relationship who we resonate with, right? Whether that's us being able to move or to start doing more of what we want to do, our passions. Whatever this is that you have been hoping for, praying for, that kind of light at the end of the tunnel. I feel that you don't think it's coming. There's part of you, and this is a part of the battle, there's part of you that thinks this isn't coming. It's not coming. Where is it? This is the clear the clutter. And it's so hard because part of us knows, I've done this work. I've done this work and I can feel it. I feel that I have changed. I'm not just sitting there around at home not doing anything. What's supposed to be happening? They're showing me with the eclipse how I kept reading things about how our life's supposed to get so much better afterwards, right? 10 times better, that sort of thing. And that's encouraging, but at the same time, there's part of me that says, no. I haven't experienced much movement in my life for over a decade. But they're saying that's physically, Jenna. That's physically. As within, so without. So if you have been doing the inner work, which you have, which I am seeing and feeling, it's coming. And it's frustrating. But with the gift card, and that's the card that came out, they're saying more than one gift that is coming to us. We just need to be patient a little longer. But they're saying this is also about us not doubting ourselves, what we deserve, our worthiness, our abilities. Because I do feel that some of you are thinking, why me? Why was I put here? I can't do this. I can't do this. But what they're showing me in this card is this girl has a hand on her heart and she's pointing. They chose you for a reason. You've been chosen for a reason. This card right here, this makes me think of all of the light workers. It's kind of hard to see, but on the globe, there's all these lights, this grid, and they all connect. We were put here for a reason, and we were put through this for a reason. And we know that. But it's hard. It's hard. It's really hard. I talked about this in another reading, but what they do encourage is for us to reflect on how far we've come and all that we have accomplished within ourselves first. Right now, I just kind of feel that what they're wanting to say is, I know the part of you probably feel, some of you probably feel that you might be going backwards, right? On the Three of Pentacles, they bring attention to his foot, and to me, it's like he's thinking that he might slip. He might slip. He might be moving backwards. I've been feeling this too. Honestly, I haven't been eating the best lately. My parents just keep coming home with like delicious things, like the little brownies, or my mom keeps making this delicious banana bread. And I'm like, oh man, you know, I've been doing well with my eating, but it's hard to resist. And part of me feels, okay, like, am I slipping? And they're like, no, honey, you know when to stop. You know that having a bad week of eating, which isn't even that bad, they're saying, for me, it just feels bad. That's not going to change anything. And that's what they're saying here. If you have a difficult day, they're showing me with the number 3, if you have a difficult couple of days, you're not going backwards. You're not going backwards. This whole journey, what I've had to learn, and I'm still learning, is that this isn't about perfection. And that's really hard to teach a perfectionist. To me, it's perfect or I'm not doing it. But they said, not anymore, Jenna. Not anymore. Now sometimes I have the attitude of good enough. Good enough. But they're bringing my attention again to that drained feeling. Feeling absolutely drained. And they're showing me with the solar eclipse. It's solar eclipse, I think? I'm not even perfect. I don't even know. I'm too tired to even care right now about that. But they're saying, like, you're going to be drained. There are changes coming and there's a lot of things happening. So right now, at the bottom of the deck here, underneath, it says self-care. Self-care. So self-care is really important for us right now. Focusing on yourself right now and giving yourself enough rest. Making sure that you are they didn't even want me to say anything, no. They said, you already did it. You already did enough. Gonna make me cry again. I've been feeling this. Like, not only having that head clutter of, should I do this? Should I do that? Oh my gosh, did I just screw something up? Blah, 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 blah. I said, you guys already did enough. You've been through the ringer. So let yourself rest so that you have enough energy for when these rewards come in. And they're showing me a card with the waterfall on it. I talked about this with another group. Things are going to be happening quicker than we anticipate. There's partly a reason why we're not really seeing that this is coming in. I kind of felt this a little bit, like, I always thought that my guides would make me feel that I wasn't doing very well, so that I wouldn't see, like, say, like a romantic partner coming in or something, or so I wouldn't see these changes coming in, because what's the fun knowing when it's coming, right? Or what it is. I always want to know what it is. This is wrapped up for a reason. We're not supposed to know what's coming, but it is. You already did the work. And they're saying this card, receive healing, isn't about you receiving healing right now. No, you already did. You already did. They're making me feel like when you're in school and you have exams, the final exams, right? And you cram for it and it's a stressful time. and you do them, and then it's like you're just worn out, too worn out to enjoy maybe your first week of summer. There's nothing more to do. There's no more exams. There's nothing more to do. Wow. Wow. I always interpret in these cards, when I see lightning, as it being power, right? And lightning obviously comes down from the sky, but what they're making me feel is it's starting from the ground and going up, because it's coming from us. It's coming from us. They're bringing my attention to the Libra reading that I did for July. And honestly, like, you guys can watch it too, because I feel that this is something that everyone needs to hear. But that's what they're making me feel, is we have the power within us. We have more power within us than we will ever know. They have helped us to get our power back. And to set us free with the dove. To set us free. And they say that has a deeper meaning than even what I am thinking. And what I'm thinking is out of the 3D matrix. But there's something way more powerful in that I will never understand, they're saying. We will never understand the power that is being given back to us. The power for us to be ourselves. Okay. This card came out, and I thought that's weird, because I always interpret this card as kind of like us searching for more of the exterior. To me, it's like I kind of, please don't be offended by this, but I kind of take it as like some guy called her in the middle of the night, and she wants him to like her, so she hurried up to get gussied up and dressed up and is going to his house. And I hate that. I interpret it that way, but that's how I interpret it. But what they're showing me is the lantern that she has. And not that this is fitting for any of you, but it's just like, to me, this is us. Or this is someone who is trying to seek that external validation. And I know I've been the person, as I've said, with feeling that if a guy thought I was pretty, then I felt that I might be worth something, right? So that kind of feeling. But what they're saying is that was just a dim little lantern in that card. But now, now our light, it can light up the sky, but they also said in the Libra reading, your light can be seen from space, honey. The gift that you are receiving is you. It's going to be more than that. They're showing me that this card is the number 17, which adds up to 8, and to me 8 is all about abundance. Again, with the waterfall, I never really got to that point, did I? With the waterfall, it's like all of a sudden things just keep pouring in. Pouring in. So just like your first video that I did, things seemed really, really slow in the beginning. Excruciatingly so. But the end, I really loved the message, what came out of it. And that's why I had to redo your video, Capricorn. Because what's coming is better than you can even anticipate. So you don't have to do any more. You don't have to say anymore. If you're feeling the way that I'm feeling, that broken and battle-worn, rest. Time to rest. I have received that for a couple of other readings that I've done where they said this is going to be a jam-packed summer. So you might want to rest while you can. And I know some of you are going to be like, okay, Jenna, okay. And I know I'm going to end this and feel good about myself and then be like, okay. Because I believe that it's going to happen for others, but when it comes to me, I'm like, I don't know. Is that love really going to come in? Because I've been single most of my life and I'm almost 35. You know, I haven't had a lot of money for over a decade. So is that going to come in? It's so funny. I wish you could see this, but on the Clear the Clutter card, there's other cards on top of it that hide everything else except for the word when. I don't know if I can show you. Yeah, this card was hiding. All I see at the top is when. Don't focus on when. Do not focus on when this is coming. They say you take the fun out of it. So if you feel that you need to, if you have this cluttered mind, if you have these feelings, there's a journal on this card. They're saying you can write them down, you can let it out, express yourself. Express yourself. My guides have had me swearing more than I probably ever sworn in my whole entire life. They're like, okay, you're over exaggerating, honey. But I've been swearing a lot, and they're saying like this is me getting out any anger, any feelings. Kind of, they're definitely showing me anger, frustration. So don't hold it in and don't hold back any longer. If you're angry, let it out. You don't have to yell at the person that you're angry at, but just letting it out. I always felt guilty for doing that. But don't hold back. Even if you just write it in a journal, don't hold back. We have the third chakra card. To me, especially with the light here and above his head, this is like, don't hold back your light anymore. Not for anyone. You'll come into your power more as we go on, and the more confident that you get. And they're saying, like, this isn't just like, okay, well, in the month of July or whatever, oh, all these gifts are coming to you and you're done. No. Some of these things are showing me like September, October, December. So you don't have to wait that long. No, they're shaking my head. No, you don't have to wait that long. But more is going to come in than you're ever going to expect. And it's coming in when you least expect it. So what they have me told, what they had me tell another group was, do something else. Focus on something else. Read a book. Rest. Binge. There's a binge watch Netflix if you have to take your mind off of this. That's okay. But do not do it to... don't do it so that you're not feeling your feelings. You need to let those out. And you will from now on. From now on. We're releasing that anchor, whatever is holding us back. There's no going back. There's no going backwards. For some of you are afraid of that. I know I kind of thought like, well, shit. And I was so mad at my guides. I said, you know what? well, frig you, I'm going to binge watch Netflix like I used to, and I'm going to eat whatever I want, and I'm just going to do whatever, and I'm not going to do this anymore. Because even though I enjoy doing this, I was mad. I was mad at them, even though it's not them, but I was mad at the whole situation. And they're like, Jenna, do you really think that you would be happy doing that now? No. I try to give myself the weekend off from doing readings, and I'm bored to tears, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so lonely. I just want to go out and do something with someone. They're also making me feel that they want to talk about, before I go, is friends. This journey is lonely for a reason, because they say that we need to blossom ourselves before we can come into those relationships, because we're not being as influenced by others. It's one thing to be influenced by someone in like a motivated, inspirational way, but I mean, in some cases, some of our friendships that we had to let go were people that were maybe energy vampires who weren't supporting us or helping us in our growth. And you could have been doing that for them, but they weren't doing it for you. So those people are coming in. They're going to make me cry. They're showing me on the Six of Cups, there's a tower in the background, and they're making me think of the Tower card in the tarot, which is like everything crumbling down so you can build on a solid foundation. But this tower isn't crumbling. They're saying it's not crumbling anymore. You have that strong foundation, and that's why they kept showing me the number 4. 4 is all about stability. You have that foundation and you built up on it. There's no more shaky ground. You know who you are. You know what you're worth. And you're going to continue to find that out more and more as we go on with this. So really, the whole time with this journey, and I'm just thinking about your journey card, I've been like, okay, when's the end? When's the end where I can finally begin my life, basically? It's already been here. It's already been here. Ooh, and we also have the Ace of Cups too. And the Chariot. Oh yeah. Forward movement. Forward movement. But with the journey, it's not over. The cycle's over, but we're just beginning, right? But this is now, we're opening the door to something new. This new thing that wants to come in. So don't be afraid of missing out. Don't be afraid of missing your turn. Don't be afraid that you're going to go backwards or you're not going to get what you deserve, because you are. You are. These were the steps that we needed to take. So they're showing me the compass on this card. Keep listening to your intuition. Keep following your guidance, your inner guidance. Ooh, okay, yes. This was also about you listening to yourself and not other people. Because how many times have other people swayed our decision? I remember so many times being excited about something or a project that I wanted to start and someone being like, and then I just didn't do it. That's another reason why this journey is lonely. So we learn to listen to ourselves again. they're bringing my attention to Archangel Gabriel and holding this flute or whatever it is. But they're like, toot your own horn for now on. You don't need validation from anyone else if you can toot your own horn. They're going, toot, 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 toot. Oh, boy. I feel a little lighter, but I still feel tired. They have guided us through these rough seas, and they're going to continue to guide us. Smooth sailing. Smooth sailing coming up. And what I like about the Distant Horizons card is that the boat is in the air. It's like there's no obstacles. If there is anything, like they're showing me the bird, right? It's not a big obstacle. We just swerve. I don't think I need to say any more in this reading, Capricorn. It's probably a long one, so I apologize for that. And they apologize for how long your journey has been. But it will be worth it in the end, they're saying. They're with you throughout all of this. Okay? So really take this time. They're saying, yeah, there's a reason why this card came out. You're in recovery right now. It's like they had me thinking about this when I was walking, and how if someone was physically hurt, there would be recovery time where we would rest and make sure that we healed from it. But when we're hurt emotionally, we don't do that. We don't do that. So we have experienced tremendous pain. Emotional pain, some of you maybe physical, mental. Coming through this, just like with exams, afterwards you would rest, right? You would rest. So this recovery card came out for a reason. It's time for you to rest. So they're showing me having my coffee and putting my feet up, sitting out on my Adirondack chair, enjoying the nice weather, the cool breeze. Do whatever it is that makes you happy right now. Reading a book, baking banana bread. Try to keep your mind off of it. If you're upset and frustrated, that's okay. Let it out. But just rest. Be gentle with yourself and allow yourself to rest. Especially this week, they're saying. Now, I'm going to end with this card that says dive. You don't find pearls on the seashore, which means you have to go deep into the ocean to find these wonderful jewels. You had to go deep to find this wonderful jewel that is you. And I know that's very cheesy, but that's what they're telling me. Okay? You are the ultimate gift, but you will be rewarded for this. Trust. Trust in yourself that all that you have done has been good enough. More than good enough. Okay? All right, Capricorn, that's been your reading for July. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that whomever is resonating with this is doing well. And please let me know if it does resonate. I would love to hear that. I hope you have like the most wonderful month of July ever. I'm excited for you to reap all of these rewards for all of your hard work. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you, Capricorn. Bye.